we're live on a Saturn day. Sorry if there was a dead space. I was in the other room trying to grab my oil. I'm trying to find my Jupiter oil. I'm like, where the hell is it? And they're like, it's in your purse. I'm like, where? So I don't know. Now I gotta find it. It's in my purse. One of my purses is what they say. It's not this one though. Maybe I put it in a new purse. I don't know. What's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger god. That's not Jupiter, that's full moon. It's a different purse. I am the first child of God reincarnated. I am the Lilith. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I posted in my community page, my latest live video. I should probably keep that where that was. And anything in my shorts. I'm kind of at a loss right now. I know I pulled it out. I do remember that. These purses, bro, be like sucking shit up, bro, and I can't like never find it. For real, it just kind of magically happens, and then it just like magically appears. Really? It's weird. Well, I was trying to get my Jupiter oil. I'll go back to that someday. Let me put these back. One moment, please. They did it on purpose. They did it on purpose. Well, I have my 11.7 now, so we're ready to go. All right, let's start with the community page. Something, I don't know. Oh, I left all this on my freaking altar. See my cool card holder? Super cool. Very classic. What's in it? My cards. Jeez. I've had a very intriguing morning. Let me say that to say the least. I'm going to pull some cards while I'm talking, and then I promise you, they're just going to be confirmations. That way I'm doing something and you're staring at something and anticipating something while I'm talking. I woke up early with lots of energy, and I saw the fucked up thing that happened last night, and I was like, wow. About the SNAP situation, bro. But Colorado is progressive in general. 1-800-GENERAL now. And so as soon as they got the word, they really went and, made word of it, just did what they could. And for someone like me that was just due to get it anyways, all they did was just hit a switch, and you know what I mean? And there was no glitch. And then later they hit the switch, and then they had to turn the switch off or something. I'm not quite sure what happened. But I woke up this morning with full November benefits. And I was like, well, praise God, dude. I had every reason to believe he would do such things. But then I asked around, and I kind of felt like an asshole for doing it. But I didn't. I apologized. I was like, I apologize for being a bitch. But all the girls were sitting out there this morning, all of them. And I was like, can I ask you guys a personal question? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, did any of you guys get your SNAP benefits this morning? And they all said no. And then one of them, goes to speak, and she's telling, I guess we're using these tarot because I haven't put them down. She's saying that, what had happened. I was like, I saw what happened. And they all looked at me, and they're like, did you get yours? And I was like, yeah. But I'm a religious person, and I do believe that, those that believed in God were chosen. I was like, I apologize. I don't mean to be a bitch. I just needed to ask that question because I seen what had happened. And I felt a little bit bad. But in that sense, that's how fate is. That's Fortuna, that's fate. It's really that random. But it's not. Because if I wasn't going to be, my spirit would have prepared me for that too. My spirit would have prepared me for that too. So I talked about that in my community page. And I also finally shared, I told you guys probably a week or so, that I was watching this new tarot reader that does it in an astrological form, where he does this, he goes through the cards in the same way as Steve's Love Tarot, but he does it through the natal chart. He pulls 12 cards too, but he does it more self-healing based. And then the whole time he's trying to sell these very expensive charms and bracelets. It's his business, and he believes in it, and he puts his belief into it. And if you believe in it, then so shall it be. And if they're the real stones, it doesn't take a fucking genius to know how to do stonework. So, there was a lot going on in that new tarot reader I shared. But he goes on to explain what I'm going through, and he confirms the Jupiterian energy that's all around and all this growth, and I've been stagnant, blah, blah, blah. And of course, still throws in that little bit that nobody wants to hear, that there's somebody, some emperor that wants to come back. Okay, back to the future, I suppose. In that sense, whatever the case may be. So I shared that with you, which was really cool, because in essence, had I not been learning and teaching quantum tarot, and through that, us learning astrology, and the natal charts and the planetary placements and movements, I wouldn't have been able to fully understand that type of tarot reader either. But that's, just food for the cause, because everybody has seen since the beginning, as I go through these ascensions, I'm always given a new tarot reader, a new guide, meaning it's new information. I'll resonate with him for only so long. And in the sense of, it's like he can only teach me so much until I realize that, that's as far. It's just more like community. In the beginning, I had no idea what was going on, so then I was given magnetize yourself. Now she rips off of my videos, but it's funny. I had that, and then as I was going through these levels, I had different tarot readers that could give messages. But going back to Wolfman's, I'm no longer on that level, bro. I'm not dealing with that devil no more. And matter of fact, as I went to go on live, it said some shit. It was a Scorpio no contact or some shit, and it was like the feelings are mutual. The fuck they aren't. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. I'm not even opening that bullshit. I'm not even putting that nonsense into my head, dude. The feelings are not mutual. The feelings have changed dramatically. What changed? I did. When you change, your feelings change about things, and that's the evolution. Anyways, so just to top it off, today I went, I had a lot of energy, and I went for a walk, and I was literally manifesting. Well, for those that don't know, I've won the lotto in this life. That was proclaimed before spirituality. I've won the lotto in this life. So we're just, waiting for that day to come. I've done lots of things in this life. I've already seen the ending of this life. We're just in the doing of the thingies. Right? How do we get from here to there? We don't. We just, time gets us there. As the planet rotates and you just get moved by the energy, you make all the right moves. Anyway, so with that being said, today I was manifesting. I was envisioning and manifesting and seeding and watering. It just came to me. It was like, all right, you've won the lottery. What do you say? And I saw myself with, having the speech. And then I started going through the things that I needed to do, for myself before we start this fucking enormous project. What's the project? Spiritual learning and development communities. Fully sustainable. I'm going to launch, obviously, for all obvious reasons, I'm going to launch the prototype here in Colorado. But only a prototype. We're going to go, I'm going to build God's kingdoms. They'll be self-sufficient kingdoms. For real? Mm-hmm. But that was something that was a new detail that was put in. The gates aren't open for all. There has to be, there's going to be qualifications. Like any opportunities in life, there has to be qualifications, rules, regulations, terms and agreements that must be abided by or must be met in order to, be entered into. Really? Yeah. You can't just go join a fucking Buddhist temple the way that you are. You're not going to be able to just move into my community that way. You're going to have had some pre-spiritual rites of passages that you have overcome throughout your life. Really? Yeah. One bad apple will poison the orchard. What does that mean? Negativity, bro. Negativity. I'm building a kingdom on positivity. I am fully aware that people that are not full of positivity. I'm full of that. I'm fully aware of that. But those that lean more towards the negative, that are not actually actively becoming positive, and that's what I mean, have made, you know what I mean? In essence, if you want to get into Stanford, you've got to have some fucking background. You've got to have some good grades. You know what I mean? stuff like that. So I was seeing that. I was seeing a lot of other things. I was seeing that, you know, I need to establish myself and what things I needed to take care of. And the first place my mind went was for my older children. I need to establish them before I get started. I need to establish my family and, you know, my family, my ties to myself and my family before we get all this started. But that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen? Yeah, who knows how to milk a fucking cow? Who's going to fucking be the one to slaughter the cows, bro? We're also going to need someone to fucking kill chickens too, bitches. Really? Yeah, it's not religiously. Don't worry, we'll have all the FDA approved fucking forms and shit. Where are we at? 6 of Wands. Hey, that looks good. I'm just gonna pull some cards. Why? Because 666, 6 of Cups. Ew. So yeah, I'm manifesting the biggest future ever. Really, no, I've been working on this for a long time. It's not really that overwhelming. I have all the blueprints in my head. They're not just blue. They're all different colors. Every ray of the rainbow. Really, yeah, I've told that. I've expanded this story to so much. It's not just the church, it's the communities, and that's what I was really focusing on was the youth communities. You know what I mean? The runaways and the youth. They need I saw it in kind of a foster home kind of situation, but not. Because they need a house mom and they need a house dad. Really? I saw that. You know what I mean? As far as, you know what I mean? Kind of like I saw it in the situation of like how they run, you know, anything 24 hours. You know, 12-hour shifts and shit like that. And we need solid care for these, you know what I mean? Solid rehabilitational care for our youth. Those that have left their homes and are out in the street, we need to rehabilitate them. And that's by also, you know, they're on the way to, they're independent by what means, but they don't have the skills. So in that, giving them their own little freaking, you know what I mean, their own little spot with their own little responsibilities. They need a house mom to come in and teach them how to cook and how to clean. They need a house dad that teaches them all of that stuff, you know what I mean, that dude to be teaching them. They need some responsibility along with, you know, on site, and that's where it is, you know. You're going to have child labor? I mean, no. But the youth are definitely going to participate in things like that with, I saw it, they could be handling the recycling and the trash, stuff like that, and animal care and shit like that. We're going to need that for the youth. We're going to need to run those houses properly. Yeah, I saw it in every time I get brought to this place of God's kingdom, I see it bigger. I see more areas of it because we've already accomplished so much. You know what I mean? I've already seen the church, the auditorium of the church. We've seen that for sure. I've seen how to build the houses for bigger families of 4 to 5 bedroom houses. I've seen that, right? I've seen how to make the smaller 2-bedroom houses. I've seen how to make the singular little ones for the elderly and stuff like that. I've seen how to make, you know what I mean, how to position these places. You know, I've seen how to make the coverings because of the sun. I've seen the gardens. I've seen the cool-ass smoking areas next to, like, an amphitheater type setting, a closed-in amphitheater type setting. Really, yeah, we need some jummy jums and a place to be adults. I've seen all of these things. So right now, this vision was focusing on, you know what I mean, our teens to young adults that need rehabilitational skills. Not to say that our men and women and children aren't going to, but I was trying to see, I'm seeing that focus. You know what I mean? As far as we see the daycare center, that's going to be completely required community service hours. You know what I mean? By trusted, you know, residents. Every woman and man that lives on the community lives there freely by committing to community time spent on the, you know what I mean? And that's it. It's like, and it's not one big move. Week 1, you're going to do, you know what I mean, 3 hours of this type of work in these 3 fields. Week 2, you're going to do 3 hours of work every day on these type of fields. Plus, you're going to have training. Plus this. We have, you know what I mean? It's going to be a whole thing. I've been seeing this since the beginning, down to the dirt. How we build down, not up. Yes, we build down, not up. So we're not taking up the land, and they have plenty of land. Each person will have, you know what I mean, particular gardens of their own in their backyard where they'll be taught how to keep up with them, as well as yard space. They'll all have their carports. They'll all have all of this. I've seen it all, bro. Micro communities as what it'll look like on the top. But again, I've seen the structure. We build down. We build down into the ground. That's how we can utilize the space better. Really, it's going to be amazing. And that's how we also, we clean the land, because we're going to have to dig deep down there and pull all that shit out. You know what I mean? And with all the blessings and stuff, that'll get that freaking spiritual, you know what I mean? Yep. Tapping into the core of all things. I've seen it. It's going to be amazing. And I saw a price tag on it. How much is it going to cost, this first one? $14 million. $14 million to start this first one. You put that together? Nope, that's just a number they showed me in my head. It's going to be $14 million to get this community off the ground, the first one. But then it becomes self-sufficient, because there are people that do have positions, right? That do have outside positions that will not be participating in any kind of community service hours. So they'll be paying small portions, which will be recycled into, you know what I mean, the nonprofit organization for maximizing more growth. Realistically, yeah. I've seen this on the biggest fucking scale. What is it? It's a non-profit organization, bro. God gives me the money to take care of his people. There's no profit to me than fulfilling this vision in my head that is so intricate and so beautiful and so wonderful for the people of this world that they deserve. He decides who, where, when, and why. And he's funding the motherfucker. I'm not paying for this shit. I'm paying for it in the sense of time and energy, and you know what I mean? I'll be here doing it. That's what I'm giving to it. So all this morning, that's what I was seeing. I saw the, you know what I mean? I saw the acceptance check, and where I speak, you know, I let everyone know who the fuck I am. Tell them I'm going to take some time to secure my own affairs, and then I will be meeting with the governor and state officials to start a new revolutionary prototype project here of spiritual rehabilitational centers that are self-sufficient. And then I leave it at that, and I take off for a little bit to go take care of myself, and then, you know, as I said, I'll come back and I'll meet with the officials, and we'll get this party started. Let's get this party started. When's that happen? When it happens. That's what I mean. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. I see this happening. I have a full plan of when this happens. You're like, you know what to do. You've been briefed on this. You've already seen the fucking top secret fucking file. This is how you handle this. This is your mission, should you choose to accept. And that's where I was today, looking at Mission Impossible. Really, I wasn't. I was just, and it's kind of funny because, you know, all of these experiences, where did I get the idea? It's somewhat dorm living, but they need more, the dorm living needs to be more, first off, not shared, and they need to be actual little apartments. They need singular apartments. That's what these people are, these small children and all people are looking for, is their own place to call home. Give them home right away so they're not looking for that. Teach them how to care for their home, what to do in their home. You know what I mean? Give them home. Now they don't have to worry about home or food or work. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Now that all your needs have been provided by Jesus Christ Almighty, this is what he wants from you. Let's start peeling it off. If you didn't spend this whole life trying to meet those needs, you'd just be sitting with God anyways. That's what everybody wants, right? They want everything to be secure. Now, going back to the people in the snap thing, you're never going to be secure without God. And in that Sagittarius video, he's like, you know, without luck, he calls it luck, but without God, without the universe's helping you, you're not going to get it too far in life. And to be too proud to ask for help is just how most of you are. And so I'm not surprised that all of these, you know, non-praying to God, non-God believing people are sitting there waiting on the government for their fucking, you know, their food, when I'm sitting there believing in God and all the food I could eat. I don't know why they gave me so much. I never get that much. They said the whole November, so maybe that's the whole amount that a family of 3 gets, and I just don't get that whole amount. I don't know where it all came from. I didn't have that much. So in the essence, it's like, you know, those that believe will eat, you know, will be fed. And I said that yesterday. That's how did you get here? Just believing in God and his miracles? I believe in God, not people. I believe that God has control over all things. He can move people. One person. It was one fucking judge that he fucking moved. One out of how many fucking people that played judge, Supreme Judge Court, whatever they are, that had the power to stand up to Trump. He only gave it to one, or that's not true. None of them were listening to their hearts. But one judge did. I'll bet you what? I bet you that judge at one time's family was on welfare or food stamps. Out of all of them, bro, it was one that was called to be brave and go up against the Trump administration. That's just how God is, bro. And you know, that's what it is about the Egyptians, you know what I mean? The shit like that. They knew God was rocking the Egyptians, bro. They knew their God had came to fucking fight for them when fucking he sent Moses. He said, I'm here to fight for you. Your God has come to me. With this staff I shall do great works. And they watched him with pity almost. They pitied him. None of the fucking Jews celebrated what was happening to them. They were in unbelievable fear of watching their God rain fucking terror on these people that had condemned them their whole lives. And that's karma, bro. But anyways, the story is like, they had to listen to be prepared, you know what I mean? When he said, go and cover your door with the blood of the lamb, they had, you know, they didn't ask no questions. And that's being moved by the Spirit. And this is just the beginning of how many people do not listen to their hearts and will just ride the whole, you know what I mean, collective wave of madness. No, I'm not going to say nothing. As soon as I think that, I always see Danon. I thought you was going to say something. I was, right after you. Yeah. Who said it? I said it. And that's just God. It's like, I'm not dependent on my capabilities. I surrendered them. And that's what makes this so painful. It's like, I used to look at God and it's like, you're making me look fucking shameful out here. I could do better than this. I showed better. I'm worth better. I'm this and that. But that wasn't about it. It was my pride versus God. It's like, you know, me versus you. I can do better than what you're doing. Bitch, you better be humble. That's what got me there. Realistically, very much. You know what I mean? Very much. I'm Lilith. Like Lucifer, like I could do better. I got my own life. I can do whatever I want. I'm the definition of what you think it is, but you don't know how to use it. And realistically, it's just a waste. Just give it back to God and do what he says. And then everything's just happy and joyful. You could just still argue with him like I do, but it's just so much easier. That's all I said last night. That's all I'm here to tell you, dude. I'm not like that whole surrender to God's authority, but it is. What I tell you is to leave that's no longer serving you in the name of God, but I don't say that. I say it for yourself because you, as I said last night, your true self, your heart is connected to God. It only means to do the right thing. It only means to do the right thing. All right, current energy, please. After all of that shit-talking bullshit. How much did I give you? 24 minutes of it? I could give you more. I went to the 4 ones, but we're at the 6, which is what? Fucking victory, bitches. It's the victory outreach. Oh, that's a great one. The key word of 6 of Wands is victory and success. It is a minor arcana counterpart. I want to catch them. That's what I'm seeing right now. I got to download. I want to catch them right as they're getting out of jail, bro. Out of juvie and shit. These kids, bro. They've already been, you know what I mean, structured a little bit. We just need to put them in a better structure out of that instead of just releasing them back in the streets. I want to catch them right there. Right there. I need to be able to work with government officials with delinquents that have been awarded to the state. I want those ones. Those are the ones I want. Those are the seeds we're picking. Really? I just got that download. What are we talking about here? The key word of the Six of Wands is like, who do you want? I want those ones. The ones that the government owns, that the states own. They've been awarded to the state. They've lost, you know what I mean? They have no, their parents have lost ties to them. They're really just literally have nobody. I want those ones.
When Colombian met some natives and he wanted their gold, he told them that that their god would turn the room a blood shape if they didn't give him stuff, and it actually did happen.
Oh yeah.
And they believed it was this god, and he ended up stealing everything from them.
Oh.
Because he knew the blood moon was coming, and they didn't know what that was. So
See?
he told them that
Knowledge
his god
is
was
power.
doing that. He's
The
like,
keywords
my
of...
god will change it if you do not give me gold.
Hey, I love you. The keywords of Six of Wands is victory and success. It is the minor arcana counterpart of the Chariot. This achievement has not fallen out of the sky, but has happened because you worked hard, overcame problems, and surmounted obstacles. And that's what he says in that video. It's like, it's not about working hard. It's about doing the energy work. It's about clearing yourself. It's about making yourself literally attractive. You're literally repulsing good things in your life by your own negativity. I don't mean to be a love and lighter about it, because I'm always in the dark and I think it's funny that you're all dark, but I teach you how to take the darkness off. Wear it if you want. Wear it proudly, I guess, but just know that it's holding you back. That's it. Be a whole ass fucking hoe. Hoe out. I'll tell you where a good spot is, but just know this is holding you back. You don't have to. God's he's definitely gonna humble the shit out of your hoe ass. But then you could, like, actually experience love instead of sex. There's a good price to pay for this whole shit. In the essence, it's like, dude, I'll tell you how to, you know what I mean? But just know that if you just, you know, that's really what it is, hoe ass. How did you get here? Oh, I wasn't here, and that's what he said. It's like, you've been struggling for a long time. Bro, I was in the dark night of the soul for like fucking 2 years. What are you talking about? I got a job. I'm winning shit. Life is getting good. My future's so bright. Why? Because there's nothing from the past stopping my future. I had to work on the past for 3 years. I mean, there's still past shit to, you know, past trauma to heal. Oh, lovely. But I'm a master at that bullshit. But in the essence, I'm not repulsing the idea of fame and fortune and love and happiness and children and marriage and hard work and dedication and all of this. I'm not repulsed by it. I'm still a little fearful, and that's not stopping it. I was like, no, I don't want no birthday sex that leads to marriage, and oh, no, I'm cool. That's not real. Does that sound real? No, that's my ego and fear. Nah, I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you.
Your pants are inside out.
Yeah, that's a great look.
Your pants are inside out.
You've applied your strengths and talents to reach your goals and gaining acclaim, recognition, and maybe even fame. I'm going to be famous for this bullshit. I didn't want to, though, because I didn't want to deal with your guys' stupid projections, but I'm ready. Fire at me. However, you will need to keep working to stay on top. Be proud of what you've achieved and let it spur you to great heights, but don't let it go to your head, or you will sow the seeds of future defeat. Make sure you don't lose your friends and family along the way. I already lost all friends and family along the way. Hey, but that was really cool. I posted that. That's what got me going. I was listening to Pandora, and here comes all the fucking, I don't know, fucking all the Soul Tribe. It starts with Russ. I was like, damn, how do your songs still get into my music category? Oh, God, I used to hate Russ. I would never listen to his songs. But then I used to love Russ, and I loved all his songs. That's how they ended up over there. But then they become triggering. You don't like a guy no more. And that's healed. I could listen to your music. It's not that bad no more. You don't bother me so much anymore. I'm not bothered by you. So then he came, and here comes Stan. That made me laugh. I was like, here comes the cockblocker. And then Logic. He was talking about fucking, I don't want to die. You gotta understand, they're just genetic, energetic cords. Genetic mutations is what they are. So that was really cool. As far as Soul Tribe and stuff, yeah, they ain't going nowhere. Carrying him and Kanye around on my backpack. Fucking Dora the Explorer. What's in my backpack? I don't know. Here's some Mike Stud. Here's some Aligate. Here, let me take a little Lewis Hamilton and shake some dust on you. Realistically, no. But how am I not going to be famous after winning the lottery and saying God did it, and go look at my YouTube? And we've been talking about this for years. Oh shit, she knows God. Yeah, bitch, I done told you. You better get to know him too, bitch. Might not be ready for church. That's why we need to stay inside our own gates. You can have big walls? No. What kind of shit is that? What do I look like? Fucking Prince of Troy? No, I'm not gonna have walls. People will not even cross our fucking boundaries, bro. They know better. They won't even, they're invisible boundaries they will never cross. We're not building walls. How can the animals come in and visit us if we build walls? What's wrong with you? You better keep an eye on your children too, for that matter. Don't worry, there's fences around your buildings. Alright, anyways, make sure you don't lose your friends and family along the way. The reverse of success is motherfucking failure. Hey, Russ. The fuck was that mental health song? Was it for... You should have advertised it as Mental Health Awareness Month. That would have made so much more sense. You probably could have got a lot of likes. You could totally redirect this. I'll give you this. Redirect that on some TikTok shit and it'll bring up your... It's not gonna lift your spirit at all, but it could bring up your fucking streams. We know the streams pull your strings. God, I love you. Fuck, not today, Russell. I really used to hate that guy a lot. Just wait, I'll hate him again on Monday. Anyways, you have not received the recognition you hoped for. Yeah, that was not a jam. Your efforts have been ignored or criticized, or you might simply not be good enough in your chosen field. Bro, have you considered that you're deteriorating as a rapper? Have you come to this conclusion yet? Who has to tell you? Can somebody sit down with him? I don't mean it in a harsh way, but it's not just you. What do you think has happened to Royce? What do you think is happening to all of them? Haven't you been paying attention to what's happening to all of us? We're crashed, bro. They crashed our matrix, bro. Once we came together, bro, it was one fucking ignition after another. It's the remix to Ignition with some fucking R. Kelly's in the back playing the tunes. We fucked around and got locked out, bro. Really? Yeah. It's the dark night of the soul, bro. Remember what happened to Lewis? Lewis hasn't won since then. All of us. We took a deep hit, bro. And we can't go back to where we were. What happened to Logic? Look at Kanye. Nobody could go back, bro. We have to accept this change in order to transform. Then we can get our fucking gifts restored and use them for better works. But nah, bro. You keep doing this, you're gonna ruin your career. Just like Lewis is, just like everyone, bro. You have no choice. I wasn't gonna be able to make a music career like that. I wasn't gonna be able to go forward. Once the awakening happens, bro, you have to take it off and put on actual glory. Just take it off, bro, one shed at a time. Ali done, dude, he can't sing no more. Bruno? We don't even talk about Bruno, bro. What happened? God happened. He's happening, and if you let it happen, you won't believe what happens, bro. I've seen what he does with us, especially you guys. You are made for much more glory. I'm over here digging in the dirt and fucking carrying babies and shit. I'm a whole priestess in the fucking community. You guys are still on top, and you're actually being celebrated in front of lights and stuff, all the shit you were trained for. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's your guys' job, where you do these concerts and you do these fucking sellout fucking stadiums and they can't wait to see you and you spread all this love and light and oh my God, that's you, bro. But you can't get back to there without God. He has that plan for you. I'm seeing the arena and the Athens, the fucking Colosseum. It's your motherfucking statues that are around this bitch, bro. And she had upon her head 12 stars. The fuck does that mean? You bitches, not me. Where am I at? I'm in the woods with sticks in my hair. With no job on a Tuesday. I've seen it. It's glory. But, yeah, how long is it going to take you? I don't know. I thought I could do it in the summer. And every time you guys don't change, every Monday you don't change, I think you'll never will. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but I told you, I already seen this. He places you on a higher throne than you could ever achieve on your own. And you go down in history, unbelievably, not for the fucking shit you've already done, bro, but for what you're about to do. And I know that's weird for some of you that are a little bit on the old side, but so am I. Jesus was 40. St. Patrick was 40. You know what I mean? He didn't choose young ones. He needed you to be well seasoned. That's it. Here comes Bernie back. Oh, the older the berry, the better the juice. Alright, take it easy there. Fuck him. Alright, Bernie, he's got a really fiery... What was his fucking sign? I bet he was a Sagittarius. He's very fiery. Anyways, going back to you guys. Accept it. This is nasty. For you not to accept it is nasty. You're like these girls out here that are trying to be 20 again. Just, that's nasty. Perhaps you had success in the past, but it's proven transority and has dented your confidence. Reassess your goals. You might be better moving to a new arena. Success can still come, and that's what I said, the fucking arena, the Coliseum. That's what it is. You guys will sell out convention centers. Fuck stadiums. You'll sell out fucking convention centers when we get to this place. People will want to hear your connection with God and how he's moving and how you're inspiring people to learn from what he's doing in your life. What is he doing in your life? You got to get there to have that story and be doing it. I told you what he's doing with mine and where I'll be doing it. Are you going to be out here with a shovel and a hoe? Holy Spirit, you're so fucking funny. You are so motherfucking funny, Holy Spirit. God damn it. That was good. Which hoe? Idaho. Meat and potatoes. That's funny. I mean, the Holy Spirit is funny. That's what I'm supposed to do. Really? Yeah, are you going to be digging ditches with me? Singing glory to God? Asking for a rain cloud? Doing fucking smokes? You can come and visit on the weekends. No, that's what I'm doing. What's he got you doing? Fucking building armies of divine feminine masculines. Dun, dun, dun. That's what you're supposed to do. Right now, you are just distorted ass feminine masculines. I'm trying to teach you how to deal with that, but you're not dealing with it. So you're just walking around like a bitch. Wonder why we call you bitch. Alright, reassess your goals. You could be feeling that a relationship is unequal and that your partner dominates it. Ooh. I was going to make a dirty joke. Let's move on. Or you may have lost trust in your partner after betrayal. Forgiveness is key. I mean, but if they continue, like, you know, I don't trust Bobby.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's coffee. I don't trust him. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. And consider the fact that I'm stronger than him, probably. I will throw him. Seriously? No, I don't trust that dude. I'll listen to him, but I don't trust him. Why? How could you trust somebody that you know already has alternative motives? They're all secretive and shit. It's the Scorpios. They're all full of fucking secrets and lies and fucking sex and occult and who knows, issues. If you're into that. I sound like my mom. I've been around the world and ain't none of them worth a shit. Just kidding. Alright, we're in from 6 of Wands to 6 of Cups. Please don't make me talk about the past. Here we are. Here comes the therapy session with the boys. 2 of Cups. There we go. See, but a 2 of Cups means a union. Like, I'm cool with you. Are we cool? Are you cool, Russ? I'm cool with you. Who's not cool with me? Then that's something you gotta heal. I'm cool with Bobby. I'm cool with everything. I'm cool. Just, it's cool the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things don't really need to change until you're ready to do some work. Otherwise, just do what you're doing. This is so you guys right now. Perhaps because of pain and insecurity in the present, you are remembering the past as being happy and beautiful. Enjoy the memories, but recognize that what has gone cannot return. Instead of wallowing in nostalgia, use... Ali, where you been, bro? You've been fucked off the planet for a minute, bro. Ali, I think you suffer from some serious, like, I don't know if it's bipolar, but you go into serious stages, bro. They're identifiable. You're like Mercury on that ass, bro. You retrograde a lot. You pop up very sporadically and disappear for long periods. Because of who you are, I know it's not drugs and alcohol, but you're a dangerous hermit. I don't know what you're doing. Do you have an addiction to fucking video games or something? What are you spending all your time doing when you're not creating music? I'm just saying, I see you. I see you wherever you are. I see you. Not being seen. Trying not to be seen. He just pops out of nowhere. He's like, oh, reading DMs. New music. Like, what? Huh? Anyways, let's see. You need to capture the joy, spontaneity, and enthusiasm you had in order to enjoy what you have now. This card also can indicate that you could be visiting old haunts, or that an old friend or lover comes back into your life. Are you going to try to convince me that I'm still in love with you? In that way? I love all of you. But do I love you in that way? We don't have to have that future to have a future. You must understand that. And that's something I didn't understand back then. I thought that as, we were supposed to be coming together in a full, relationship type union type shit. And I was working really hard to make that shit work. And then I realized it did not work with who you are and the lifestyle you have. So I had to keep, move on from that. Now, with that being said, you are still you with the lifestyle you have. So there's still I haven't changed my thought pattern. I have no reason to think differently about the situation after I came to that conclusion. It is closed. We have closed this. And that goes back to even something simplistic as Bobby. He is fully incapable of offering any of what I want, need, or desire. Does that mean I stop loving him? No. I just said I have more respect and more compassion, and I just move on. He's not the first. He is the first. That I do that a lot, but I've had to do that with many men. Wish death upon me. Probably even 50 Cent over there. Shit. The past cannot be recaptured, but a new and different relationship is possible. Perhaps. I don't know. And that's what they say is like they're trying to, Steve's Love Tarot said that last week sometime. He was talking about they're trying to, keep you in an old you. I've been telling you that forever. I'm not that bitch. You're still that bitch, but I'm not that bitch. That sucks for people when they just, can't grow up. They can't change. They can't evolve. They're still, on the same schedule, on the same, I'm sorry, but is Bobby going to call me on a different schedule? His life has changed all of a sudden, all drastically. He's now single and he has an apartment, and him and his kids are, eating takeout, and he's trying to figure out life, and he'd like to enjoy, me to join for dinner. Would you like to bring you and your kids and, meet my kids? That would be cool. Is your wife? No. Oh, okay. Then maybe, yeah. That sounds cool. Not like, oh, I have some time this weekend. You want to sneak away? No. Go sneak on your wife somewhere else. No, thank you. No. Moving on. Somebody could try. They could try. At this point, I think they're just thinking about it because that's all that thinks is you're just thinking about it. I don't see you doing anything about this. This card can also indicate that you've been, reverse meaning. You refuse to let go of the past. You try to cling to old customs and habits when they no longer have meaning or benefit. You do this because you do this, and this is what you do every time. You just do what you do, and this is what you do. It may be that a memory of your past glories or success is preventing you from achieving anything in the present for fear that it won't match up. That's you guys in your, in your rap careers or whatever else you're doing. If it's not going to be that good, then I don't want to do it. I won't make as much money as I'm making at this job. I won't get a girlfriend that looks like this girlfriend. That's Russ, bro. I called him out on that hard yesterday. That's both of them. They look at each other for security, not love. And that's what guarantees no love, bro. That's a harsh thing. He has to sit there and really evaluate himself. Does she love me? Let's just put it out there. Does she love me like Phoenix loves me? Like Phoenix says a woman should love me? No. Do you believe in God? That if you surrendered this woman to God, that God would give you that? What would it take for you to be ready for a woman like me? Well, that's what we've been talking about for 3 years, my friend. In order for me to be an empress, worthy of an emperor, I had to do a lot of work. A lot of work. And that's internal work. You want to be the best version of yourself for that person, because you expect that person to give you their best version. In essence, I'm my best version today. I'm better than I was yesterday, but I promise you I'll be better tomorrow, because I'm always striving to learn from myself and change myself and recreate myself throughout each day's experience. I have an experience and I can fine-tune that experience to be a better person next time. However, depending. It's not a sense of perfectionism. It's not what we believe in. It's fine-tuning. So says Kobe Bryant. Moving on. The past has shaped... Oh, this goes back. It may be the memory of your past glories, blah, blah, blah. Or it could be an unhappy or an abusive childhood still disturbs you. You may still be obsessed by your mother or father. Russ's was so easy as so it seemed. You know what I mean? Just get out of there. But that's how you can look at a battered woman and say, just leave him. You can't physically do it because you don't have her mindset and her barriers to just tell her to do that. There are things, the unseen, that's keeping her from doing that. And I used to, tell Russ, I'm like, you need to get the fuck out of there. You ever seen that movie? I'm gonna watch it. Amelia, somebody remember this. The Children Under the Stairs, or The People Under the Stairs. It's a little graphic. I think there's like some rape scenes or something in there. But it's like that, bro. It's like he's locked into a lower level of himself, which is a low vibration of himself. Trying to play brother, son, you know what I mean, boyfriend. He's living up to roles that he studied and he thinks that he has to play. And he has to play by their rules. And as I say this to my beautiful Lucifer over there that's turned into an absolute fucking conformist. Jeez, God got you good. He got us both good, didn't he? Oh my God, bro. He took away all our power to rebel against anyone or anything and made us powerless fucking pussies. Thank God I reclaim mine. I hope for you, my friend. The mirror's shining bright for you to do such things. You owe these people nothing. These aren't your fucking people. For all you know, you were... Nah, you look like that bitch. But I do question the fatherhood of this situation. I'm just saying, go ahead, play by their rules, but Jesus, what have you lost? Trying to live up to the expectations of people that mean nothing to this world or to our Father who art in heaven. Ugh. And that's to the rest of you. Let that shine brightly across your soul. Your past has shaped you, but it's gone. And it is up to you to how you want to shape your life in the present and in the future. And that's where you need to go out in nature and you need to sit with God and let Him inspire you. And you take that time to feed those thoughts. The imagination is a beautiful thing, and that's where these visions come from. Yours are diluted by fear and desperation. So your imagination is nothing but illusions. But when you get past that, you become an envisionary and full of, you know what I mean, capabilities. As long as you have the other elements that making you the magician to work with. You have the willpower, you have the mental agility, you have the emotional capacity to make this shit real in your life. Then you're sowing great seeds like me all the time. But you guys are sowing seeds of discord because you're just sitting there, as this card looks. And that's the face, looking into the past. You're just looking at your fucking past. You can't even see a future because you have nothing to focus on. If you cleared out that mental shit that you're focusing on, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, this person, this, you could see a lot more clearly. But all you see is your burdens. Give them to God. Quite fucking literally. Give Him back his fucking kids. Give Him back his fucking house. Give Him all that shit. You worked so hard for this. Here, God, I give it to you. A gift to the gods. Take it. It's all yours. All I care for in this life is peace, love, joy, abundance, patience, all the virtues that you gave to Christ. Give me the life of Christ, and I give you all this. And if you want more than Christ, then you need to talk to your ego. Why do you deserve a better life than Christ? Christ had no fucking worries. It's completely taken care of. And that is your birthright as a child of God. But you're going to have to pay the price to go back to it. To get that birth certificate back, you're going to have to give back everything that made you ungodly. Give it back to God and good faith. It's not a payment into heaven. It's a payment of peace. And that's what heaven is fucking peace of mind. Damn, I'm getting priesty, aren't I? I'm a good priestess. With my witch laugh. Alright, what is that card? I'm pretty sure it's the fucking star. I don't know. It's on the back of this. Oh, no, it's not. Let me double check. Because I don't know my Romans. The Roman Empire has fallen. What is this? It's the star. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to ring it out of the string theory of all things that are connected and this and that. Could talk of world fame and fortune and blah, blah, blah. I'm at the Lover's card. That's nice. Oh, and the universe. Ooh, that's very nice. That's the ending. The rebirth is judgment. The sun. The moon. The star comes before that. The lightning strike of the tower has ripped through all remaining illusions. It should have. Now the star appears as a guiding light, illuminating a pathway to higher conscious and ecstasy of spirit. Alright. That's it. Hope. Go back to what the plan is. Now that you've got everything, and that's it. God has secured everything. I don't have to worry about food. He gave me all kinds of food stamps. He gave me a job yesterday. He gave me a future. He gave me a house. He took care of all my needs so I don't have to worry about shit no more. So today I ain't got to worry about shit. So I go for a walk with God and he says, let's talk about my kingdom that I want you to build. Okay. And that's all we did. Let's talk about the future that the stuff I want you to do in the future. When he takes care of all those things, you can see further than those things. And in essence, I'm taken care of through the holidays. I'm taken care of, through January, February, whenever. And now with this vision of the lottery, that could happen before, after, any time. It's just more secure. I've always seen the vision. It just becomes more and more clear. What are you going to say? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? This, that, and the other. And I've seen it. What I need to do first. And then second. And that's where it is I'm telling the universe, I'm co-creating with God. He shows me a vision and he works with me, and then what do you do next? And how are you going to handle this? You know what I mean? And that's prophecies, perhaps. Because it's been prophesized on my life since I was young. I've seen this. So it's fulfilling the prophecy. But there's so many of them that I've come to fulfill. There's just one. That one is the gateway to fulfilling the real prophecies. It's part of the prophecy, but it's just the gateway to it. The root of all evil, as they say, money. Anyways, now stars appear as guiding lights, illuminating a pathway to higher conscious and the ecstasy of spirit. When I went out this morning, again, my camera sucks, so I didn't even try this time. But Jupiter and all the stars were so fucking bright. It was cold, too. Ooh, it was a frosty one. It was like 30-something degrees up there. Oh, it was cold. The star brings hope. It is a card of liberation. Yeah, that's right. I took a fucking... Dude, I was like shaving my legs and shit at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like super done. Really? Yeah. I was doing a lot this morning. I was so filled with energy. This is a card of liberation and freedom, symbolized by the nakedness of the goddess, and shows she has nothing to hide. Her renewing waters wash away all bitter and pretense. What are her renewing waters? Her new feelings. Wash away all bitterness and pretense. You have been through emotional storms, but the star brings you release and the promise of healing. Through it, though any changes will not be immediate, have faith and courage that it will come. You are on a spiritual journey of transformation, and this is a message of blessings from the universe. I keep getting this download. I got it earlier. I called the kids. I was coming home and I was like, hey, do you guys want me to get you some food? Nobody said anything, and I was really being guided to go to Whole Foods, that there's something really yummy over there for me to eat. And I don't know, a good meal is very celebratory. That's what everybody thinks about Thanksgiving, and the best way to celebrate is have a good meal right now. Really? Yeah, because I'm about to start a fast. Don't forget that. We start the fast on Friday. And I needed the food stamps to do that because I'm going to need liquids and stuff. It's not about water. You have to rejuvenate your body with, you know what I mean, a lot of the other nutrients, especially if I'm going to be working and doing more activity. I don't drink protein drinks, but you're going to need those Ensures. I like to drink the Slim Fast. Why? They taste like chocolate milk and they have all the shit you need in it. It's not because I'm slimming fast, but they taste better than some of these other weird drinks. Some of those yogurt drinks, I drink lots of coffee and tea throughout the day. And then some of those nights you'll actually need something thick, like some broth. So I was seeing all of that stuff. Really? Chai teas, all of that. You know what I mean? What are we doing? We're flushing ourselves out. By what? Renewing our waters. We're gonna fast. For some of you, you're gonna give up things of this world in different ways. But that's what I'm being called to do. Are you? If you want to compete and compare, sure, go ahead. But after the third day and you can't take the migraines, go back to, taking care of yourself a better way. You don't do this without proper preparation and without guidance, dude. You don't just go into things like that. No, I can jump out of... I'm not gonna... That's like me getting on a plane with fucking Lewis and fucking Wolfman, and these guys, have certified, they're plane jumpers, and they're like, no, you'll be fine with us. We'll take care of you. I'm not going. I don't know what we're doing. Just because you're trained to do it doesn't mean I'm going to do it, and I feel so safe that you're going to catch me. I'm twice your size, both of you. Leave me alone. I'm not jumping out the plane. I will see you at the bottom. Hopefully you land okay. In essence, that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, you don't just go with two assholes. They're fucking top of the line fucking skiers. Both of them know how to ride a motorcycle. Doesn't mean I'm getting on the back of either of you motherfuckers. Because then when I get on there, you're going to want to, what, show off or something? It doesn't mean anything. We're not any more safer with you. You're safer with me, to be honest. I'm just saying. Shit like that. Be careful. Something that simplistic. Don't jump into shit that you ain't qualified to do no shit. And that's it too. Last time God made me do this shit, it was me alone. He didn't make nobody else do no dumbass shit like this. This is some dumbass shit. But it's for me, not you. Alright, you have been through emotional storms, any change, blah, blah, blah. Spiritual energy and creative flow as you feel connected to the earth and the gods, and in consequence, you may develop gifts of healing and clairvoyance or meet your spirit guides. No, that's it too. Who do you think's out there walking with me and talking with me while I'm walking around? Really? Yeah, some of my own thoughts. Thank God for that. But some of them come in. Any work in the creative arts will be exceptional during this period. And that goes back to it. You remember the documentary? Do you remember all this? I have a big-ass fucking plan. God has a huge plan on my life. This motherfucker's been planning it since the beginning of time. He, like one of the planets. I am his first child. He had a whole life planned for me, just like you. We're at the end. Well, I am. Some of you've got lots of lives still to go. Ugh, I feel for you. First in, first out, huh? Yes! Yes! Me and the divine are out, bro. We were the first ones into this bullshit. The first ones he pulled into it. We're the first ones out of this bullshit, bro. And who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? I know a guy to get us out of here. Anyways, moving on. Reverse meaning. Your spiritual path seems to be blocked. You feel discouraged and you give yourself up to negative thoughts. That's that card. Ew. This is a test, a temporary plateau that is actually an important stage of your development. Oh, those are harsh, especially on a Saturday. Did you do something? Did you do something right last night and you feel all wrong about it today? Yeah, that hurts. Sometimes you got to go through that plateau where you're just waiting on God and you're like, did I make a mistake? Did I do something wrong? Why isn't anything happening? Hey, bro, peace is what you're searching for. Not work, peace. If you're in a place where nothing's happening, and that's because nothing needs to happen, then you've reached peace in one place. Don't get too excited, bro. Shit's gonna change, but acknowledge peace for what peace is. People see no movement as problems. A lack of production is problems. No, bro, when you're trying to produce shit, it causes problems. But if, for one reason, like a day like today, or whenever those beautiful days come to you where the world doesn't actually need you and you don't actually need anything from the world, it's that need not situation where everything is Cool? But at the same time, you're antsy because there's nothing to do. You've reached peace. You just don't know how to accept it yet. When there's nothing to do, that means it's done. Wait for the next assignment. Really? Those places can be scary because you're so used to doing something. You're always looking over your shoulder. You're waiting for the next arrow. You're waiting for the next problem. And then all of a sudden, nothing's happening and you don't know. They say it's quietest in the storm, in the center of the storm, meaning that more will pick up. But enjoy the moments. They come far and few between. I've had it this morning where I wasn't being downloaded. I wasn't being called upon for anything. I didn't have to speak. I've been awake all day, but I haven't been sharing much. I haven't been doing much. I was able to be just at peace, just exist. I needed to go to the dispensary, and instead of driving, I wanted to walk, but it was fucking freezing, so I had to wait a little while. I did that because that was peaceful to me. You know what I mean? I'm just doing things, I don't have to, and that's what I said. I'm in a place of peace. God has already laid down the foundation. When will I have to take action? Well, when He says. Anytime He says, be still, which is chill, but be ready. And that's a balance of the energy. Don't turn off your fire. Don't turn off the furnace, bro, because we're going to fucking cook something up later for dinner. And that's where it is. But if everything's chill, like right now, I could be selfish and be like, all right, nobody needs me, then I'm going to go fucking pass out for 3 hours. You're like, that's a waste of time. Not when you're my age, bro, and you're just tired. And not when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, bro. Nah, it's not. When things are so good that you can actually just rest, that's where we get to. You know what I've never been able to do yet, other than in camping? I've never been able to sleep on a beach where I felt enough peace or safety or any of that to where I could just literally fall asleep on a beach. I've never done that. That's a certain sense of security. I'm not talking about drunk, passed out, and now you got a fucking lobster burn on your back. I'm talking about you can lay there and look at the clouds and you feel so much at peace that you could fall asleep. And you don't have to worry about someone stealing your kids, your car keys, the sun burning you, a wave, anything. You could literally just pass out and then wake back up and be at peace. That's that kind of shit at camping. That's that cool shit that happens at camping, where you could just be at peace outside. That's where it is. If you're in this plateau, it's a test. You are still clinging on to things, ideas, or people you need to let go of, emotionally or literally. You're still thinking about possibilities with people there's no possibilities with. I was guilty of that. It took me 3 years to understand this. How pathetic I was. And he said it to my face, and I said it to the internet, but still just kept believing. How pathetic. It's not that. It's hard. It teaches you it's hard to detach from an idea. Once you get an idea in your head, you'll do anything to make that idea real. Got to be careful. Some of those ideas are really poisonous. Well, that was a great one. I'm going to go on and have a really great lunch. Like I said, there's something at Whole Foods that's calling me. I don't know. Maybe it's something Swedish. Where did that come from? I don't know. I was thinking about Swedish meatballs. Those are pretty good. It's not really what I want today, though. What do you want? I don't know. When I see it, I'll know. That's what it is. It's like it's how it makes you feel. I don't think. You think about everything, and that's what you do with the kids. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. Then you start giving them ideas, and they're like, no, no, no. But then there's always that one. And that's where it is. It's like we don't really plan things like that. We let our feelings guide us. Let our conscious guide us. Well, that's where you're at. If you're not if you're not in a successful place, you're failing. The reason that you're failing is because the reason we're succeeding is we're moved on from the past. The reason you're failing is because you haven't. There's hope. But this is what it calls for. And this is what I teach you every fucking Friday. As a witch that makes offerings, the biggest offerings are what I make of this world to God. I am always making offerings to God. It used to be just foods and crackers and stuff to his animals. But I am making full-on sacrifices of my ways of being for his way of life. What he gave to the prophets in that book, I want. And I'm willing to do what it takes. And I might be the only one that ever has, but it works. Jesus' teachings, Krishna's teachings, the Wiccan teachings, the Jewish teachings, the fucking Muslim teachings, the Quran. I haven't got to the Mormons. God's in there too. All that is real. God is real. But you're not really letting him be God. And you're not allowing this process of becoming a better person, a child of God, happen. That's it. Fuck the better person. Fuck the better person. Because really, you come out as a whole fucking fool that don't know nothing anymore. Because you done took off all your knowing. Now you don't know shit anymore. Because you know that you don't know. Really? So fuck all that. Fuck the better person. This is about becoming a child of God again. Where you are placed right back in his garden. And he takes care of you and everything forever. And you do as he says. And that's how it is. I teach you how to meet him. I teach you the whole family of it. I teach you all of this. But that's what it's going to take. You're going to have to sacrifice this life for that one. And it is literal, bro. They were literary texts that nobody seems to fucking take serious. If you actually applied this to your life, what would happen? If you actually dumped that person, what's going to happen? 9 times out of 10, they won't let you go. How long you think that you're going to stay single from that person if you don't really work hard at this? You can't just dump them. They're not going to let you fucking dump them. It's all fairy tale in your head. You know it. They're not going to let you. In the essence, they're going to try hard. Harder than they ever. I love you. I promise I'll be better. I'll do whatever it takes. I mean, for real. Do you owe it to them to give them a chance to do better? Most likely. Because have they ever tried? But if they don't try, then you know that you've got to keep going. But that's where it is you got to stand up for this. You got to say, I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to walk the fuck out here. If this doesn't change, and that's what it says, the old relationship has to, that can't be this. We can't be this anymore. If we can't be a new relationship under new circumstances, new feelings, new this, then we can't. Because I'm not going to be this. I want something new, either with you, because I'm becoming new. I want something new with you, or I need to move on. And that's really what it is. If they're willing to change, then change can be changed. Simple shit like, calling dudes bitches all the time. Every time I called Wolfman a bitch right there, I was being trained not to do that so much. Bobby didn't like that I called him bro. I mean, I could try, bro, but it's going to take a while, bro. Realistically, some stuff like that. I'm just saying, are they willing to change? Or they're not going to? Or have you given them a chance to change? Have you even told them that you need them to change before you're about to run away from them? These are difficult things, bro. And some people will change because they love you that much. They'll do whatever it takes to keep you in their life. But don't keep trying to make people, as you're changing, you got to keep evolving them like they're just trying to keep up with you. That's what it's like, you're never happy with me. I know, it has nothing to do with you. I'm sorry. I knew we should have broke up a long time ago. You don't want to be that person. Dude, I've been all these. I've been so many people, and especially the most worst ones. I am the dark goddess, bro. I have done all the terrible things in the feelings and department. I will hurt the fuck out of your feelings. I'll be running around with hurt-ass feelings. I know all about the hurt feelings department. It's where Christ comes in and he teaches us not to hurt people's feelings and to deal with our own. There's no fucking easy way. And if you find an easy, beautiful, hallmark way to have this difficult conversation, then share those inspirational words of wisdom with those of us that don't know the words to say. I'm getting song references. What is that song? It's the song saying, I can't sing. Hold on, I'm not a singer. Hold on, let me think of the song. It's like, I can't sing that. He's like, sing it. I was like, I don't sing. I can't hold notes like that to sing that. It's a man's song, and he wrote it to his son, I guess. I didn't know that later. It was a song I loved as a child. I don't know. I'll have to share it. It's just him and his guitar saying I love you is all I have to do to make you know. Something, something that you... I can just hear it. I can't... It's like, you know, I'm in the bathroom and I can hear it being played out on the dance floor. If you love me, 'cause I know, already know. I can just hear it and they won't let me stop. I can't... It's just this beautiful song. And that's really what it is people are looking for the right words. There's not right words for this type of shit. And if you find it, you better write it in a song and share it with the world, and we're all going to sing that song to the wrong person. Such a cunt. See, I'm not that singer. I'm a rapper. Told you, I'm not a singer. That was always the song. Are you a singer or a rapper? Very confused about my identity right now. Whatever you say. Got it? Okay. I'll meet you guys later for some more readings. We'll teach you some more about in your soul type shit. Love yous. Laters. We'll get out your ass and get in your soul. Did you guys see the cards? Sorry. I'll charge you my phone. Those are your cards. What are they? 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and this star. Okay? Love yous. Laters. Bye-bye now. 11-11. Haha!